सान्द्रानन्दावबोधात्मकमनुपमितं कालदेशावदिभ्या निर्मुक्तं नित्यमुक्तं निगमशतसहस्रेण निर्भास्यमानम् अस्पष्टं दृष्टमात्रे पुनः उरुपुरुषार्थात्मकं ब्रह्मतत्त्वं तत्तावत् भाति साक्षात् गुरुपवनपुरे हन्त भाग्यं जनानां बाहुद्वन्द्वेन रत्नोज्ज्वलवलय भृता शोणपाणिप्रवाळेनोपाता वेणुनाळी प्रसृतनखमयूखाङ्गुली संगशारा कृत्वा वक्त्रारविन्दे सुमधुरविकसद् रागमुद्भाव्य मानैः शब्दब्रह्मामृतैः त्वं शिशिरितभुवनैः सिञ्च मे कर्णवीथि.
Gurupavanapure Hantabhagyam Janana. Namaskaram to all the Astikas. In this series of experiencing Śrīman Nārāyaṇīyam as experienced and of course composed by Nārāyaṇa Bhaṭṭatiri, we have been experiencing the greatness of Vamana Avatara, Upendro Vamana Pramshuhu. What did Vamana do after the Upanayana was conducted for him, after the sacred thread ceremony was conducted for him? He walked towards the Yajñavatika of Bali Chakravarti. But how? Here is the Shloka. Gatrena bhavi mahimochita gauravam prag vyavrinvateva dharanim chalayannayasihi chatram paroshma tiranarthamiva adadhano dandam chadanava janeshviva sannidhatum tvam ayasihi. Bhagavan Vamana started marching forward. He started walking forward where chalayanna dharanim gatrena, the way he walked, it seemed as if the earth was experiencing a light tremor. The one who has created the entire universe, when he walks on Mother Earth, there was a little tremor. Chalayan dharanim gatrena vyabrinvata prak iva. As though he was showing in advance. He was telling people what would happen in advance. Vyabrinvata prak iva bhavi mahi mochita gauravam. So that he shows people his glory. See, for example, let's imagine when a mighty elephant walks. You will know because there will be some kind of an indication that it gives. So, similarly to how an elephant walks, when Bhagavan, though he was a little Vamana, he carried all that Shakti and Tejas with him. When he walked, there was a little tremor. Bhavi mahimochita gauravam adadhanaha chatram. He was holding an umbrella. Why was he holding an umbrella? Paroshmati ranartham iva. Paroshmati ranartham iva. So that he can remove or ward off the heat which is generated by the asuras. Adadhanaha cha dandam iva. Now, for example, there is a lot of heat which is given away by the asuras. For that, he is using the umbrella so that can remove that heat. Second is, he is holding a dandam, because if they come attacking, he can hold the dandam, like how Vasishtha Maharishi held the Brahma dandam in front of the Kshatriya Raja Kaushika. So he says, Adadhanaha cha dandam iva sannidhatum danava janeshu. On whom? So this dandam that is going to be used, or the umbrella which is used to remove the heat, is directed towards the asuras, nobody else. So he says, Danava Janeshu Sannidhatum. So towards them it was being used. Now, Bhagavan Vamana held the chatram, the dandam, and started walking, giving the tremor-like effect towards the Yajñavatika. What happened next? Here Bhaṭṭatiri says, Tam narmadottaratate hayamedhashalam asedushittvairucha tava ruddha netraihi bhaswan kimesha dahanonu sanatkumaro yoginu koyamiti shukramukhaish shanke tvai asedushi. When Bhagavan reached, when Bhaṭṭatiri refers, he always refers to in the second person. So he looks at Bhagavan and says, you reached. When you reached, hey Krishna, hey Guruvayurappa, as Vamana, when you reached, so he says, Tvai ase dushi tam hayamedha shalam. Where? Hayamedha shalam. That particular place, arena, where the Hayamedha, that is the Ashwamedha, was being conducted. Tam hayamedha shalam. Where is it? Narmadottaratate. It is in the northern banks of river Narmada. Narmadottaratate iti shashanke shakramukhaihi. It was when the moment you reached and people saw, there was some doubt that was cast in their minds about you, especially in whom? Iti shashanke shakramukhaihi. So he talks about Shukracharya. Shukramukhaihi. So Shakra is Indra. Shukra is the Acharya. So Shukracharya had a doubt about who this person could be. Ruddhanetraihi tavarucha. Because when the moment you entered, they were able to see some kind of glowing effect in your eyes. So he says, Ruddhanetraihi tavarucha. So when Bhagavan entered, before entering, we saw there was a tremor-like effect. Now when he entered the Yajñavatika, looking at his eyes glowing with that brilliance, Shukracharya was able to make note of this. Ayam kaha yeshaha bhaswan kim bhaswan. This particular shining Surya-like person who is like the sun. Who could he be? Ayam kaha yeshaha bhaswan kim. Who could this be? Could this be Bhaswan? Could this be Surya Deva? Then they asked, Dahanaha no yogi. Dahanaha. Could he be the Agni Devata? Because when I look at Surya, I can't see it clearly because of that brilliance. The same effect I am seeing it in the boy. Maybe it could not be Surya Devata, it could be Agni Devata. So he asks, Dahanaha, no, Yogi Sanat Kumaraha. Yogi Sanat Kumaraha. Could he be a yogi? A Sanat Kumara, one of the Manasika Putras of Brahma. Could he be Sanat Kumara? Could he be Agni? Could he be Surya? Because I see that effect in him. So Shukracharya started getting the doubt that very moment, who could this boy be? But we do not know what happened after that. He says, Hayamedhashalam Narmadottaratate. This is all happening in the northern banks of river Narmada. Research scholars say that it could be around Bharuch in Gujarat. So this is the place where we get. Now let's see what happens after this. Anitamashu bhrugubhir mahasabhibhutaihi tvam ramya rupamasuraha pulakavritankaha bhaktya sametya sukriti parinijya padau tattoyamanvadhrita murdhani tirtha tirtham ashu anitam. You have been received very quickly. The moment you went to the Yajñashala, though Shukracharya had a doubt, you were received immediately. Bhruguvihi, by the sages of the Bhrugu's clan. There were many rishis in the Bhrugu clan. They were all called Bhargavas. They all received you with such great respect. Abhibhutaihi mahasa. Now how? First they were all amazed with the splendor. Overcome by the splendor, they all welcomed you. Abhibhutaihi mahasa sukriti asuraihi. Sukriti asuraihi. Even by that particular king called as Bali Chakravarti, Sukritihi. He had done a lot of merit. So, Sametya Bhaktya, having approached with devotion, Tvam Ramya Rupam. When you went into that particular Yajñavatika of charming appearance, of beautiful appearance, Pulaka Vritankaha, with his body covered by horripilation. Throughout the body there was horripilation. That time, Parinijya Padau, they washed your feet. So the king, accompanied by the rishis, washed your holy feet. Parinijya Padau, they washed both your feet. Anvadhrita Murdhani, the king, after washing your feet, he took the waters that washed your feet and sprinkled on his head. So he says Anvadhrita Murdhani. So he did that. So Pada Puja was done. Next, Tat Toyam Tirtha Tirtham. Look at the word. See, for example, we all go temple after temple. We say this is Agni Tirtham, this is Soma Tirtham, this is Chandra Tirtham, this is Indra Tirtham, this is Agastya Tirtham, that is Vasishtha Tirtham. So we go Tirtham after Tirtham to wash away our sins. All our sins get accumulated in these Tirthas. Where will these Tirthas go? They are all waiting for that one drop of water that has washed the feet of Vamana, because that drop will wash away the sins that these Tirthas have accumulated. So he says, Tat Toyam Tirtha Tirtham. Tirtha Tirtham, this is the sacred of the sacred waters. Anvadhrita Murdhani, Tat Toyam Tirtha Tirtham. Then he says, Prahlada Vamshajataya Kratubhirdvijeshu Vishwasatonu Tadidam Ditijopi Lebhe Yatte Padambu Girishasya Shirobhilalyam Satvam Vibho Guru Puralaya Palayetha. He Vibho, he Bhagavan, te Padambu Yat. So, after having obtained water from your feet, which is equivalent to, see, the waters that have washed the feet of Vamana when Bali did is equal to Padambu Yat, is like Ganga. Why? He says, Shirobhilalyam Girishasya. Like how the waters of Ganga that emanated from your feet made or added holiness, Pavanatva, Pavitrata to the matted locks of Shiva. Same, the waters that have been used to wash your feet in Vamana Avataram were sprinkled on Bali's head, like how Shiva sprinkled Ganga waters. Shirobhilalyam Girishasya Tat Idam, that water, Ayam Api Ditijaha Nu Lebhe. Though he is an Asura, though he comes in the clan of Diti Devi, even then, Api Ditijaha Nu Lebhe. But he possibly got it. Why? Because Prahlada Vamsha Jataya. So he is an Asura. Generally, they are averse to anything which is Vedic, or even if they are pro-Vedic, they are averse to anything which is related to paramatma. Then how did he obtain these waters, for which Bhaṭṭatiri gives the reason? Prahlada Vamsha Jataya. Because he came in the lineage of a great devotee called Prahlada, he received this. See, Hiranyakashipu, his son is Prahlada. Prahlada's grandson is Bali Chakravarti. So, in fact, in one of the verses in the Sri Vaishnava Sampradayam, the Acharya says, Adavandar, his name is Yamuna Acharya, Pitamaham Nathamunim Vilokya. Bhagavan, don't bless me because I am Yamuna Acharya. Bless me because I am the grandson of a great person called Nathamuni. Pitamaham Nathamunim Vilokya. Similarly, we see here that Bali Chakravarti, he did conduct the yaga. But why did he receive the waters? Because he comes in the lineage of a great devotee called Prahlada. Prahlada Vamshajataya Kratubhihi. Or maybe he is performing a lot of such yajnas, yagas. Now he has been performing Hayamedha. He must have performed many such yagas. As a result of the accrued punya, Bhagavan must have given the waters that were used to wash his feet. Kratubihi Vishwasataha Dvijeshu, on account of showing respect towards people who have learnt the Vedas. Vishwasataha Dvijeshu. So it could either be because of the accrued punya that he has accumulated because of the yagas, or because of the respect that he offers to people who have learned the Vedas, or he comes in the very lineage of Prahlada. So Bhaṭṭatiri gives one of the three reasons could have happened why he received those waters. For Bhaṭṭatiri, the concentration is on waters, because he is receiving the Tirtha Tirtham. So Guru Puralaya, he looks at Krishna and says, Bhaṭṭatiri says, hey Krishna of Guruvayuru, Bali received those waters. I am in no competition with him. But hey Bhagavan, I am suffering from this Vata Rogam. Why can't you remove this? You have given so much for Bali. Can't you remove the ailment that I have? Guru Puralaya Saha Tvam Palayethaha. The same way, why don't you end up protecting me? Asks Bhaṭṭatiri in this particular Dashakam. So this particular Dashakam covers the instances from the birth of Vamana to how Vamana went into the Yajñavatika of Bali Chakravarti. What happened next? Next episode.
कल्याणरूपाय कलौ जनानां कल्याणदात्रे करुणासुधाब्दे कंवादिदिव्यायुधसत्कराय वातालयाधीश नमो नमस्ते नारायण 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 नारायण